Well, my name is Jasper. I'm happy today to be at Greenspoon to really give insights and talk about Pure Mountain products. And with me, I have Melissa. Maybe Melissa, you can introduce yourself and what you've been doing, especially on matters to do with Pure Mountain products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. So my name is Melissa. I do run the page What's Cooking KE, and been in collaboration with Pure Mountain for the past month or so, just cooking with their products, experimenting with them, and getting to try out new recipes with the pulses they have available and all their products. Hi guys, so as I mentioned before, my name is Melissa and I do run the page What's Cooking KE, and I've been experimenting with this Pure Mountain cereals so far, cooking with them and creating recipes with them that you can find on my page. And I just want to give you a few tips that will be helpful for you as you cook as well with the products. So as you notice, Pure Mountain has two sorts of cereals. One is split, and I've just put them out for you to see here. So the split peas they look sort of like this. And in each of their cereals, you'll find this whole and they split. So for the whole peas, it looks like this. So we have both types. So like split white peas and split whole peas. The difference between these two is one takes longer to cook in terms of soaking, and the other is more or less 30 to 40 minutes easier for you to make. So for the whole peas, let me start with the whole peas. For the whole peas, you will need to soak them overnight. You just soak 1 cup of water, 1-to-1 ratio. So when you soak them overnight or for 8 hours, it's preferably overnight, it works for me. They absorb the water and make it easier to cook the next day. The longer you soak, the easier it is for you to cook, or the shorter the time it takes for you to cook. As for the split peas, you can wash, rinse, and directly boil them. And you need to boil them for about 30 to 40 minutes for it to work, or rather to cook through and soften. So ideally, I feel with my experience, split peas have been working best so far. However, for the whole peas, they are still as tasty, and especially when boiled, you can also be able to enjoy the same taste. It will just take the boiling aspect, rather the soaking aspect before, prior to the cooking. Yeah. So that's about the cereals. That's a tip for the cereals. And for recipes, you can check out my page. You can use this. These are your minji, your homemade minji that you can be able to make and enjoy with chapati, rice, and so many other accompaniments, and they are very tasty. I'd like to also talk about lupins. So as lupins are a sort of beans, very common in the North America. You also need to soak them overnight before you cook them for 8 hours as well, just the same as we've done for the whole peas. You also need to do this, soak this 8 hours before you cook them. And lupins, you can eat them. They have quite a variety of ways to enjoy them. You can make them as baked beans. They have a crunchy feel. So you can enjoy them as baked beans in the morning with your breakfast. You can make baked beans with them. You can enjoy them roasted as a snack, as I like to enjoy them. You can see here, this is how I make mine. It's always roasted. It has some salt, pepper, garam masala, and it's crunchy. It tastes more like groundnuts, or it has a nutty flavor. And you can also use them to make githeri and replace it with the maize. It works very well. It's such a tasty bean as well. So I've used this honey before in French and carrots recipe, and it was very tasty. It's immediately you put it in the pan in terms of cooking, it also melts out. I know it looks as though it's solid, it solidifies, especially in cold weather. But for cooking purposes, or even when you scoop it and just put it in your hot tea, it dissolves out and it's quite easy to use as well. And it has a very unique taste. It's amazing honey. Everybody needs to try canola honey. And finally, we have the dressings. I've used the honey balsamic dressing, and recently I've just discovered that the raspberry salad dressing goes very well with the roasted lupins that I had shown you before, this ones. So when you just pour the dressing on top of them, it gives a sweet flavor and adds a sweet flavor to your salad. You can use them for your salads, you can use them for your kachumbari. You can get very adventurous with both of these dressings. Yes, so that has been my experience so far. All in all these products are amazing and easy to cook and quite tasty as well. You can find all these Pure Mountain products available at Greenspoon, and thank you for watching.